I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
What up, DMV?
Like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
Welcome back to an episode of A Pod Named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. I'm No Breaks New, the Righteous Ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Every week, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. Your turn.
And I am Get Fit with Jack. So make sure on Instagram it's Get Fit with _JACQ. And I'm here, because I train and I also promote. So this is my trainers. I must. So all 2023.
All 2023.
We're not trying. I must.
I must.
Everything you do, I must.
No bullshit. That sounds like the damn mantra for the year.
Yes, it's got to be the mantra for the year. But anyway, you guys, guess I'm snatching weights and baking cakes. So you can come to my classes in Riverdale, trainer.com pound, Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m.
Mondays and Thursdays, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Round of applause for that. And if you've seen the promotion, you know Get Fit with Jack is one of the newest hosts of A Pod Named Kickback. So they got an idea of what you do. Give them a little tidbit about who you are. A little beneath the surface.
I'm a very proud Leo. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Yes. And I like to inspire. I like to help people. I'm a military brat. I travel, so I adapt to any situation, any environment.
Okay.
Shout out to all my military people.
Thank you for your
services. I have 2 kids. Crazy, I started all the way over. So I have a 9-year-old and a 24-year-old.
Okay.
And I'm just out here. I just out here doing my thing. I'm living life peacefully.
Wow, round of applause for that shit. We're gonna talk about that a little later, but yeah, round of applause for that shit.
Yes.
Never underestimate peace. And so we're gonna get into this week's episode. I do want to shout out Jay, who said we was on CP time. I mean, it happens. We are here now. He's watching us live on YouTube/Facebook. So if you're listening to this the next day, Thursday, then no, you can watch us live Wednesdays, allegedly at 8 p.m.
Not allegedly.
Not allegedly. If you want to watch live, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also, if you want to listen, subscribe on Apple. Give us the 5-star rating. Subscribe, type in your little comment, tell me how great I am, how terrible I am, tell Jackie how great she is, however it goes. And leave those comments. Those count.
They do. We want to hear from you anyway.
Hell yeah. You might have some information to make it better. Like, I like it better with the glasses. I like it without the glasses. Yes. Let us know, whatever it is.
We enjoy all feedback.
Yeah, you're kind of good at this. Okay, all right.
Well, thank you.
Shout out to our sponsors, Mo's Marvelous Cleaning, apartment, home, office. Hit her up, she'll come through, get you straight. Use code Kickbackers to get 10% off.
Hey.
And mysexroom.net for your toys, your lingerie, whatever you need. And ladies, they have plus size. So you don't have to look around for it. It's there. The rose is there. The wand is there. The rose with the tongue is there. Vibrating panties is there.
The
MySexRoom.net. Use code kickbackers.
The rose is the truth.
Which one?
The rose.
The rose with the tongue, what is that?
I haven't tried that one.
That one don't even look like it makes sense.
I know.
I'm like, I don't get it. Because I know the rose has the suction, but if it's a tongue coming out, then you don't have the suction no more. You know what I'm saying? Or you could maybe, but it wouldn't be.
Interesting perspective. I didn't think of it like that.
You know, you couldn't get the clip in it.
Gotcha.
So what is it? I guess it's just a sensation of the lip.
I guess.
Now I think about that. Well, I'm not a woman. You're a woman. I'm about to say, well, this is my opinion.
Right.
But do women prefer the lick or the suck? Because I'm thinking if it is the lick, then it would be better than the suction rose, I think.
I'm greedy. I want both.
All right, so well, maybe that one gives you. I don't see how though.
Maybe it does.
Or maybe you got to buy both.
Well, you guys, if you guys know, let us know in the comments. Let us know what's going on. Have you tried it? Haven't you tried it? Would you like to try it? If you like to try it, go to mysexroom.net.
Yeah, and get both, and then you can just switch back. You can like you drip, like you crossing over.
We'll swap it out.
Hey, shout out to Jeezy. Let's see. Those are the high. Let me find my fit.
Now, high low. Who wants to go first?
You want to go first?
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. My high of the week is also my low of the week.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I shall kick back because let me talk to y'all real quick. So I'm moving.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And that is a high and a low. It's high for the, and I'm starting a new business. So there's a high in the move and starting the business and handling that, but it's a low in the change, the quote unquote uncertainty. I'm pretty certain. I have some good people that's going to take me through the process.
That's
and
good.
make sure I come out on top. But at the same time, it's a little nervous to try something new, to walk away, cutting the cord from having cable TV, but cutting the cord from having a job is like, you know what I'm saying?
It's scary.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I guess ultimately you can say I was successful until I wanted something different or I failed when the business didn't go well. So I'm not afraid to fail. I'm afraid to fail again. You know what I'm saying?
But you're going to get a bunch of no's sometimes before you get a yes.
Yeah. That's the same thing when I was dating Ashanti. Like, I kept asking her out. She was like, I don't know. And then she finally said yes. Man, let me tell you. I felt foolish.
Oh, shout out to Ashanti.
She made it rain on me.
Ashanti is looking amazing. I've been seeing her she's been posting because she hasn't made it. She didn't even make the carnival.
I know she was upset about it.
So she's been posting a lot of her old photos. Shout out to Ashanti because she is definitely in the gym. You could tell.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like everybody got their little celebrity crush. I've been Ashanti for about a damn decade. It's so bad that kickbackers will tweet her and tell her when it's my birthday. See if she'll say happy birthday. She did it once.
Ooh.
She shouted me out on another video she did.
Okay.
Like it's a thing. And whenever she does something, I tell the audience, they'll tweet her like, why'd you do that? He's gonna talk about this for the next year. Oh, we gotta hear about this. We gotta hear about this. And it's just funny as hell. And I also get tagged and DM'd every picture she takes. Somebody tagged me in the comments or sending it to me.
That's good.
So keep it up, kickbackers.
Yes.
It's funny as hell because if I ever do meet her, I'm gonna tell her all this crazy shit y'all be doing.
And then y'all gotta tune in and put more comments.
Yeah, exactly. Tweet her, marry him.
Oh God.
You know,
He's got plans.
I got plans. I know some people who also had plans, and it looks like those plans are changing with our viral story of the week.
My left stroke just went viral.
So Adidas, as we all know, infamously cut ties with Kanye.
Right.
And Kanye's valuation dropped from $3 billion to like 600 million.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, which I think anybody who was really looking at this objectively knew, Adidas would lose money too.
Of course.
They're saying they're going to lose $1.3 billion from severing ties with Kanye. And the rumor is they're coming back to Kanye, trying to get him back on board. Maybe the courting process of trying to win him back. I want to ask you, what do you think about that and what you would do if you was Kanye?
I knew it was going to happen. Because for me, I never had a pair of Yeezys, but it was a name. People were paying for the name.
Mm-hmm.
They were paying for the name. So when you lose the name, it's not interesting anymore. It's not in that shiny package anymore.
Yeah, you can't really rock what would they call them? The Adidas 350s?
I don't know. But if I was Kanye, I mean, Kanye been planning this.
That's what they're saying.
So, I mean, he's everything that's happening right now, he's playing for, he's manifested. So he's just rolling with it.
Yeah, we still breaking up. How we sound?
Uh-oh.
Because I don't hear all the crackling I heard in the last episode. So I assume it was good. But I'll add to that. I don't know that Kanye planned this, like everybody's saying. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. It looks like he was sick of them. He's ready to sever ties with them. So I don't think he was heartbroken over it. I think he didn't understand how much money he would lose in the process. I don't think he was really heartbroken. He said he didn't want to be with them. So, it's like, so I don't see how he was so hurt. But I think it's very interesting they're willing to try to bring him back. So it's really about the bottom line. Because he was so upset he said this and he did that and he offended the Jewish people and he did this. Kanye ain't apologized to nobody. Did he? I ain't heard it.
What did he do?
Excuse me. For his anti-Semitic comments.
Kanye is Kanye. Like, you know what I learned about people?
They are who they say they are.
And to believe them. Like, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? Kanye is very smart. Very, very smart.
Listen, you can't hear anything we're saying?
No. Uh-oh.
That's, I don't know what that is.
That's not good.
At all. What could be?
Because I didn't see anybody else say that.
Oh, he's saying, so I heard.
Yeah.
So other people are hearing us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, need to turn your volume up. Because we're getting comments. I never want Adidas. See, Jay is still responding.
Yeah.
You turn the volume up. Cut on your headphones. But shit, Kanye.
We said Kanye is Kanye. And, he was smart because he got out his contracts. He didn't owe anybody anything.
Yeah, and he still walked away $600 million liquid. I'm not a big Kanye fan. Like I actually don't like him. But if white people start fucking with him, I'm gonna be like, hold up now. Still my brother. Wait a minute. What y'all trying to do to him? So he kind of got me, not as a fan, I was never really a fan, but he got me like wanting to support him in some way because of what they did to him. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I also think he did it to himself too. He wasn't innocent. He said a bunch of stupid shit. That's why I don't like him. But anytime white people just turn on a black person, I'd be like, all right, I fuck with him again. That's my pettiness. I
don't like what he said, but I've been a Kanye West fan. I love his music. I love his creativity. He's very smart. Even stuff he's done with other artists. So I'm a big fan. But that's just his opinion. I mean, that's how he feels.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. I know, damn Kanye. But I do find it interesting that Adidas is, quote unquote, crawling back to him. I hope he can take advantage of that and get whatever he can get out of it. Because, I mean, he made the company $2-3 billion a year. He deserved it.
True.
Can't say they can't knock that.
He's already got his get back. He's gonna just say, I told you so.
Yeah, and he gonna say it.
Right.
If nobody else gonna say it, he will say it.
And that's all he wants. All the money and stuff is just like, okay, but I told you so.
And if Adidas come back, other people gonna come back too.
Of course, he knows. That's what I'm saying.
New album next year.
Plans. Yes.
That's why Rihanna shouted him out at the Super Bowl, or that shouted him out, paid tribute by playing a couple of his songs that she was featured on.
Had to.
And I initially thought it was a coincidence. Those just big songs. But she later went in that Vogue magazine. We can talk about that a little later too.
Yes.
But she apparently said, no, I was shouting my Kanye. It wasn't just a coincidence or just because of the song.
Right.
I was giving him a tribute. Oh shit. Okay.
Love it.
Okay, well, I guess we'll move on to our what the fuck story of the week.
Good.
It's the mayor.
You know that's me.
Is it?
But back in my rapper days.
Okay.
Back in my rapper days.
What was your rapper name?
Knew the mayor.
Oh, I
The
like
mayor of
that.
the city.
Okay.
You know what's funny about that? People, at first it was just the mayor, right? Before I put my nickname on it.
Okay.
And people used to come up to me and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, the mayor? How you doing, the mayor?
No.
You want to get a drink, the mayor?" And I'm like, "No, why did you just say? You can't say mayor. Like, why you
That's
guys
funny.
the mayor?" And then when I put new in front of it, of course, it just became new. But people used to really be like, "What you doing tomorrow, the mayor?" I'm like, yeah.
You'd be
What
like,
the hell's wrong with
okay.
Yeah. Like, relax. But our what the fuck story of the week is a school that needs to relax, a principal that needs to relax. So an elementary school student's mom, a student, of course he attends the school. The school board finds out that his mother is a OnlyFans actress. And they ban her from school activities.
Crazy.
And then suspend the son.
Even crazy.
I don't know if it's a suspension or expulsion, because I didn't see a specific timeline. Like he's suspended for 5 days, so it must have been an expulsion.
Even worse.
What are your thoughts on that? Because that's crazy to me. You find out this third grade student mother does porn or saw porn on the internet, and you kick the kid out to school.
My first question is, who found it, and how was they looking for it?
Boom.
Let's start with that.
What do you think? He thinks it's
It's
suspension.
That's what Jay says.
So they can come back. But what are they suspended for?
Who found the OnlyFans page?
the principal.
And how were you on there?
He was looking.
Exactly. Let's start with that.
That's crazy.
That's her business.
I gotta agree. Amber Rose said a week or two ago that her son was at school fussing with other students because they was teasing him about her having OnlyFans. He was like, "Well, mothers have to make money too."
Right.
And I was like, that's a little extreme because you could get a 9 to 5 and all that.
But why are we associating OnlyFans with sex? I've seen OnlyFans where it hasn't been anything but business stuff.
I don't watch OnlyFans, but I don't subscribe to it. But I got some friends that's on there. They're not doing business though.
And I understand, but what I'm saying, why do we associate? I understand that because there's businesses on there as well, but we focusing on the sexual.
That's the most popular part. That's the part that they promote. When OnlyFans said they was kicking the sexual content off, and all the ladies and the fellas left, they said, wait, no, we're not. That's what makes them their money. That's the most important part of their, well, maybe not important. That's the most profitable side of their business.
True.
The most notable side.
True.
Because I got an OnlyFans, but it's for the podcast.
True. But I'm saying,
and then I found
a lot of these schools and stuff, principals and stuff, they watch porn.
So what's the problem?
Exactly.
I don't get it. That's dumb as hell. If he was really smart, he'd have been like, we should act out a scene. Your son got an F. Do you want to make it a B or A?
Oh.
You know, that's what he should have said. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'd like to keep your son back unless you keep my son jacked. So I don't even get it. Like, but the Mormon minority, so they're probably religious and shit.
I mean, but religious people have sex.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't
That's
get
what I'm
it.
saying. I don't know.
That's extreme to do that to her and her son. Like that's
Yeah.
extreme.
Like, what's she gonna do? Pull a titty out in the middle of
But why did you? What did you
game?
tell the son? Why he was suspended?
We found some inappropriate things about your mother. That's doing shit. Nah,
Right,
manage
exactly.
your fucking business. Whoever saw that should have been like, oops, or subscribe to help out, but just like mind your fucking business. That's how I feel.
Jay? Just like a teacher tried to expel me for refusing to watch a movie. What? Oh, Gone with the Wind.
Oh, so I've never seen Gone with the Wind.
I have.
Is it good?
I mean, it's all right. It's not something I would watch again.
It's supposed to be this great movie, but I'm like, they white. I don't know that shit. Which is weird because I can watch a white rom-com or comedy, but shit like that, I'm like, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah.
This ain't no Secret of My Success or Can't Buy Me Love. I'll watch that.
Listen to you.
I love my little 80s white people movies, the romantic comedy jokes.
They're funny now.
Hell yeah. And to that mom, I hope they do a deal like they did with the mother that was a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
They got fired, and they gave her a night of $10,000 to come perform. So I hope that you get a deal like this as well.
Shout out to the mom and the son.
Yeah, man, and son, I don't know. I have double women who had OnlyFans, but I don't know what the fuck I would do if my mother had an OnlyFans.
But how would you find out? That's my whole thing.
Somebody gonna tell you. But at the school, the teachers and principals probably perverts anyway.
Exactly.
So they probably already into that. Yeah,
but I'm saying somebody because of your own little kinks.
But y'all have the same kinks. That's how you found her. She like licking ass. You like your ass licked. That's how you found her. But man, whatever. Y'all
oh
relax.
Wow. Jay said no. She tried to say it was a movie where all the slaves were happy, and I shut her down. That's crazy.
For Gone with the Wind?
Wow.
You know what? They should be banned from the Oscars, not Will Smith.
That's
Free
crazy.
Will. What the hell? Man, all this shit starting to sound dumb to me, so we just gonna move on to our Don't Be Dumb award because none of this shit is making sense.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Like 3 different cameras. I don't know. I'm just
I know, right?
we got like 3 different cameras. That's why you see us looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. They're probably like, what the fuck they doing? People don't know. Like,
right.
What the fuck they doing? What they all doing? What are they looking
we
at?
got a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
T.I. is one of my favorite rappers. If you ask me my top 10, he's probably in my top 10.
Okay.
You ask me my favorite 10, he's in my top 5.
Okay.
So I fuck with T.I. And I tend to be maybe a little biased. So you gonna let me know if I'm biased or not.
Okay.
Boosie cool. You know, I'm not the biggest fan, but he wild, he funny.
He's entertaining.
He's
very
entertaining.
much entertaining.
Very much so. Him and T.I. were working on a group project.
Yes.
And a TV show, reality show centered around their badass sons. And they seem to, be best bros and doing little lives together and doing little Instagram shit together.
Right.
And an old clip of T.I.'s podcast called Expeditiously was leaked where he admits to quote unquote snitching on his dead cousin.
Right.
Two, which we've heard T.I. talk about too many in the song. I always wondered who that was or what they was, but I knew he passed, and I always knew he was broke up about it just from the music. But having said that, he talks about to even coming to him post death through a dream or maybe a conversation they had before he died. It's hard for me to figure that part out.
Right.
But
because that was my question.
It made it sound like a joke to me, which is why I see people are saying it ain't real, because he basically was saying my cousins, that people can't come back to you though. My mother visited me in the dream, I ain't gonna lie.
My mother's visited me as well.
Boom. So we'll give T.I. the benefit of the doubt. his dead cousin came back to him and said, that case that we was about to catch, that you about to go, face trial for now, put all them charges on me. If you can be free, I'll take every charge you got. And so he, him and his lawyer advised him that as well. And so they decided to say that the gun that was in the car belonged to his deceased cousin and not him, so that he wouldn't go to jail.
Right.
And his deceased cousin is now posthumously, I guess, charged with having a gun, which I don't think he would mind. I wouldn't mind if I could free my cousin.
If I could come back and save people and deter them from going down the wrong path, hey, I'm gonna come in your dream. What's up?
and if you have a nocturnal emission, I'm gonna come in your dream, ladies. I'm gonna come in your dream.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying, because you said come in the dream. You know what? Cut my mic off. Just cut my shit off.
Cut it, yeah, cut it off.
So, whoa, wait a minute. But my point is, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't think it was no crazy shit. But I do know some street niggas is like up in the arms, like, what? You told him you were dead cousin? And Boosie was one of them leading the pack, and like, you a rat. At my big age, I am a civilian. I am a employed person, entrepreneur now.
Right.
I'm round of applause.
Right.
Don't clap it up for that. Entrepreneur as of now. But I would have never thought that giving a dead relative a charge that wouldn't affect them would be considered cooperating with the police. And I know I'm not the streetest nigga, so I ain't even gonna do that.
Right.
But like, just real nigga shit. Like, I don't consider that cooperating with the police.
Right. I mean, and I just, why talk about it?
Now I had
That's
wished T.I. just shut the fuck up and never had said that.
Right.
Because it's not even really a good story. I guess you could consider it a buzzworthy story because we're talking about it now, obviously.
Right.
But that shouldn't even really interesting to me. It seems pretty cut and dry. It was two y'all, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no mystery to it. It's kind of odd, inducing my kind of like, damn, you did that? Like that really happened? But it ain't all that awe-inspiring. Like, oh my God, can you believe it? It's just like, that was something I would have never even thought existed. Like, you did some different shit.
Right.
But
I just, a lot of times with these celebrities, just, why are you talking? Like, some stuff just keep to yourself, It's just a time and place for everything. You just you're a celebrity. And you have a certain duty to your fans. You have a certain duty to yourself, first and foremost. But there's consequences to anything that you say.
There's consequences to everything you say. Well, there's a justice to everything you say, either a penalty or a reward.
Exactly.
But everything you say can get you something.
So be prepared for that.
It's free speech, but watch what you say.
Right.
And moving on, let's see. This is I think this is a good thing.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, So
your marathon. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in heaven.
Our Grind and Shine Award. We renamed the Nipsey Hussle Award upon his passing. Nipsey was one of my favorite rappers, one of my favorite entertainment people, just because he was in the educational space,
right?
And he was in the hip hop entertainment space. He's just one of my favorite people, and I was heartbroken when he passed.
Well, I will tell you this: me and my son were heartbroken because I take my son to California every year for his birthday. We was there a month. My son's birthday is February 19th. Mm-hmm. We was there a month before, so it was a wow moment.
Yeah, I went and spoke. They had a vigil here at he was half Eritrean at the Eritrean Center out here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And I went out there and spoke just because like he was really one of my favorites. So I just was like, didn't know what to do. But that's why we named the award after Nipsey. And as you can see, Nipsey's loved everywhere. So that's what is up. On on a somber note and a celebratory note, his alleged killer, Eric Holder, has been sentenced today to 60 years in jail. He will spend the rest of his natural life behind bars. I'm not going to pretend to be the expert on the Nipsey case.
Right.
I just know what they told us.
Right.
According to what they told us, it's fucked up, man. That man was motivating people, educating people, providing opportunities for people, literally changing his immediate community on Slauson, but also changing the thoughts, ways, words, actions of people, Black people across the country.
Sure.
And to have his life taken over some little petty, from what they tell us, petty street shit, jealousy shit. It's like, come on, Slim.
It's always the closest ones to you.
Always. I watch you. Well, rest in peace, Nipsey. I'm so happy your family is getting justice, and we're gonna leave that before I get upset. Talk about the great Nip Hustle.
Netflix and chill. What does that even mean?
I tell you what it means. I discovered a new show on BET Plus. I got BET Plus 7-day trial just to watch the Monique movie.
Yes.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
It was decent. It was like a horror suspense. I thought it was cool. It had this funny parts, little suspenseful parts.
Okay.
It wasn't like the best movie ever.
But it was a nice movie.
Everyone should watch it. You should give it at least one watch.
Okay.
I would definitely
I'm about to check it out.
Hell yeah. And while I have my 7 days, I'm like, what else is on here? Let me see. I see Eva.
Ooh, I love this show.
What's Eva's last name?
Marcel.
Eva Marcel. Mm-hmm. All the Queen's Men.
Shout out to Eva, girl. You doing your thing.
She doing her motherfucker. No, she's a model. I didn't even consider her an actress. But the way she's portraying Madam, what my fucking round of applause at? Like this is a really, really good show. It is about a woman who owns a strip club.
Male strip club.
A male strip club.
Mm-hmm.
And she's involved in other nefarious activities, felonious activities. But her baby and ultimately her front is the strip club. So there are a couple of different things going on. She has a woman right-hand man who was beating ass and kicking ass all over the goddamn city.
And got her back 100%.
And got her back 100%. So that's an interesting dynamic. And I like it. Shout out to the ladies. I don't mind when the ladies kicking ass. But she also has this arsenal of male strippers who, if you can think of, I guess, what you would imagine a male stripper being somebody that's strong or some, I would assume women they coming to see dad bars. Do y'all go see dad bars at the strip club? Do y'all even go see men? Is men's strip clubs even a thing?
Not for me.
I don't. If any women are watching this, let us know. Do you guys still go to male strip clubs?
Are there any male strip clubs?
I don't know.
I know they used to do male reviews at certain clubs. Like they'll have a certain, before the club opens, a male review. But no, I don't know about that. But I would definitely go to Eden, madam.
That's the name of the club on the show. I remember there was a male strip club back in DC called Triples. And I remember all the girls would go there. I don't know what was going on Thursday night. Maybe it was free for ladies or free. It was something that made them go.
Okay.
But if you knew it was a dude, your girl, or your side chick, or you had Thursday, you could do some adventurous. You come up with some adventurous plans because whoever you was dealing with or whatever might be there. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing.
That was a spot.
But that's back in maybe the 90s. I think now, like when I go to I used to like strip clubs too, I guess a little bit, but
just a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't really my thing. I was raised more like in the
just a little bit
pimp culture than a customer culture.
Okay,
so I'm just saying. So that was kind of where my mindset was with strip clubs.
Okay,
but women have changed that because going to the strip club, I don't even really want to lap dance.
No.
Nah. But if you give the girl I'm with a lap dance, then you can get all my money. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I just kind of like, why am I paying you to touch me? I don't pay women to touch me. Like, you know, you gotta relax. Like, I'm not a John, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if you go on, you know, dance on her, freak on her, then I'm more amped to tip or tip, you know, heavily. If I go, because I've gone just to get my music played,
Right.
and I'm gonna tip the whole time I'm there because I want them to give me the same support I can get them.
Exactly.
But just as a nigga going through a strip club, maybe when I was really, really young, like 21, and like, ooh, it's pussy there. And I was excited. I'm like, nigga, I can
like your first time.
Yeah, exactly. Like it don't excite me, you know, in my big age.
The men on here, ladies.
Oh, yeah, talk to them.
Watch all the queens, okay? The men on here, and then and the bonus, Madam has a nice little right hand man too that stays in the room with her, the house with her.
Shout
out to Tommy.
Housekeeper,
hey, Tommy.
Sex slave, man whore, bodyguard, chef,
shooter. Hey Tommy, that's his name on the show. But
you like Tommy?
Yes.
He seemed a little
he
slow.
Is off. He could be off. That's good.
Okay. Hey,
that means you just take orders.
Okay.
And that's what he does. He takes great orders. Y'all have to check it out. Check it out. I think it's on season 2 now.
Yeah. Well, this is my question. I binged it and I got to the last episode a week or so ago. But is there still more to this season, or is this season complete?
It's I think it's complete because they were on I follow all the men on Instagram. So they were, I think they're gonna do a season 3, hopefully. They left us like hanging.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the aftermath of what's going on. I can't say what, but what's going on. Like it's getting real. Real.
Shit
is getting real.
Yeah, and then the box and be at the airport and
Yes. And when I say she takes no shit, none. Cartel, anybody, just she her hands a little dirty, She got a little temper.
She love to get her hands dirty.
She got a
little
temper.
Got a team.
Yeah.
That's why I like.
Yeah. Airtight.
Yeah.
Except for one of them. I don't know what's gonna happen to him.
Y'all
gotta watch.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Yeah,
tune in.
And this is not an ad. They're not paying us. I just discovered the show. I guess you've been watching.
You will become part of the ad promoting because this show is.
It's good, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, and they do show a lot, ladies. They show a lot at the club. That's all I'm saying.
I was like, pause, because the girl told me to watch the show.
So now y'all know what I'm talking about.
on Facebook, I'm like, oh, pause. This don't seem like the kind of show you told me it was. but I'm like, all right, let me see the story, let me see the plot. And I'm not if you one of them dudes who's like, oh, there's muscles, I can't look, the man's in front of me. Like, then they probably ain't for you. I don't trip like that. I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Storyline is amazing.
I ain't tripping. But there is a lot of male strip shit going on. So, but a lot of times I view it as like the male stripper with the fine ass customer. So I don't look at it like what's a man doing. I look at
it's like, a lot of ladies for y'all to look at though. I will say that you do see a lot. Because one of my favorite male strippers on there, Midnight. He always
get about 3 chicks.
Always. Oh, and shout out to him. I think it's you gotta check him out on IG, but he loves BBW ladies. Loves. So check him out. Check out the show.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I recommend it. Fellas, if you're gonna be weird, it might not be for you. Keep it 100. It's a lot of
gangster shit on there too now.
Yeah. Facts. But dudes is making fun of me for watching P Valley because what's the Uncle
Clifford.
They was like, you watch that shit with Uncle Clifford. I'm like, yeah, I just fast forward them little murder scene. I ain't gotta watch that.
Right.
But anyway, so fellas, if you trip off, if you uncomfortable with P Valley, yeah, you're gonna be uncomfortable with this. But you're missing out on both. Both of them good to me. P Valley's better. You know what I don't like about This one,
What?
the way, I don't want to ruin it. Some of the deaths, I'll put it that way. Some of the deaths be just random
I like
accidents.
that. I
And
like that.
I don't. I'm like, no, that's not that person that.
Because that's what happens. What you mean?
That be happening?
You don't think that be happening? You think
No.
we would not know? We would not know stuff like that, like the way she's moving. You wouldn't know. There's a lot of people out there that I'm sure. Yeah, that was me.
I'm pretty. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Only one death. I'm not gonna tell you who, but I'm gonna tell you the specifics of a death.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
A stripper is fucking a customer in the shower at a strip club. He picks her up, so he's holding her in the air, and he's backing her against the wall.
And she's saying what?
And she's, oh God, new to mayor, no bricks new. Oh my God, something I forget all the words. But
she's saying harder.
Yeah, she's saying harder, and he pushes her head against, I guess, it was some obtuse object out the shower. I remember a shower rack, a towel rack.
It was her back, not her head.
Oh, it was her back, and her back, and it impales her in the back, and she dies. Mid fucking, he just fucking, and notice she quiet. Some of that times that happened to y'all fellas, and she didn't even die. But never mind. Respect. But that's random.
That is random, but that can happen. There's weird ways that people have died.
How likely is that to happen? When you couple it with all the other bizarre deaths.
First
if
of
they
all,
had one bizarre death.
See, I'm finna see because he's talking about my show, so I'm finna go in. First and foremost, the stripper that was doing that, drunk all the time. He's been coming to the club drunk. He's just going back into his old self. So he's
spoiler alert.
See, y'all gotta watch the show. This is why it's so good. We just gotta talk about it.
It is good though, aside from the corny
What's the
killings,
spoiler
the corny
alert?
deaths. That's the only thing I don't like. But anyway, that's
Yeah.
all straight. One thing we were talking about a little earlier. Well, maybe you saw the off mic. The YSL, the whole YSL case, and what's going on here in Atlanta.
Right.
And Netflix is putting out a documentary that is going to detail the new discovery of using rap lyrics against artists during their trials. As a former MC, retired MC, I'm totally against that. Whatever I say in the mic is my artistic expression.
Exactly.
And it should not be used against me in a court of law. However, if I say real talk, y'all. If I say I'm beefing with my two best friends, I killed them, both their bodies in my trunk, and the police hear that and believe that I killed them,
right,
and then go to my trunk and unlock it.
Okay. And
find those two dead bodies. Because you gotta think, you write a song, you might write it in January, you might record it in February, you might release it in April or May. So if all this time goes by and the song comes out and the police go to my trunk and then the bodies are actually in my trunk.
As promised.
As promised. I don't know what I can say about that.
Right. And why are we doing this? Just why? Back in the day, I've been in the music industry, been around artists, been managed artists, and I just don't understand these new artists that have to tell everything and record everything and don't leave any mystery. And I've been with artists, so you work this hard to get to this level, this platform, to do the same stuff you've been doing that you was trying to run from or get away from or elevate from. Come on, guys. We got to do better. We got to do better.
Absolutely. And yes, that is a real story from rapper YNW Melly. You can Google it. It is as absurd as
yes, Ms. Valley, it is.
Like, my God.
Yeah. Crazy. But I'm going to tune into that. I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to watch the documentary. It hovers around the case of YSL, Young Thug, and Gunna, but it's going to have a concentration on if those lyrics should or should not be used. So it should be interesting.
But are they going to do that for all genres? It's just rap music. It's not going to be rock and roll. It's not going to be anything else.
I think right now we're painting ourselves into a corner where they think it's only us. It's like when the hip hop police was in New York real heavy until they had a reason to come to Atlanta.
Gotcha.
Right now, Garth Brooks and them, they're not acting like us.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
And I'm always with black people and fuck white people, but still, they're not acting like us. So we got to own that.
Fuck all white people. All white people.
Well, I don't really want to fuck none of them. Well, Margot Robbie, I would fuck.
You know what?
Scarlett Johansson.
You know what?
I don't want to fuck none of them.
Well, let's get into the healthy versus toxic.
All right, so we have our this or that of the week. And I'm going to let Jackie introduce it after we introduce it. Before we start, I want to make sure I say rest in peace to Dub Trugoy from De La Soul, founding member of the Native Tongue and De La Soul, of course.
Yes.
That
was a big blow.
Yeah, absolutely. And their music is about to be available on streaming platforms because the company was basically raping them. So they asked all of us, all fans of hip hop, to not download their music on these platforms. And then it was ultimately removed, and it will be back. So you can download the music, send his family, of course, the whole group, but including his family, financial support to get through their tough time. He was my favorite member of De La Soul. I met him in Waldorf, Maryland, and gave him my album. And he looked at me kind of puzzled.
Okay.
And then he said, "All right, thank you." And then he walked away. And I went to my cousin, Hook, and was like, "That nigga look like he ain't want my album. What the fuck wrong with this nigga?" And he was like, "You ain't heard that new song? How you doing?" And I was like, "I don't listen to them niggas." And he was like, "Listen to the song." And the song is all about how they can't stand niggas giving them their demos.
And you were oblivious.
And it was like their biggest hit at the moment.
And he's probably looking like, he don't listen to us.
Hey, he's like, oh, you like my music, huh? You like my shit,
know,
huh?
right?
Right. Oh, yeah, I'm your favorite. Bad. And then I couldn't be mad at him no more because I was like, I totally just did the exact opposite of what he asked. And they made a video for the song. So they like a random B song. It was like a hit record. I don't know how the fuck you make a hit record about telling niggas not to give them your demo.
That's good. That's
a wild ass hit record.
It
It
is.
ain't about love or sex or shooting niggas. They made a hit off "I Don't Want Your Demo." You know what?
They was ahead of their time because what's going on now?
Jab. Rest in peace, Dub Trugoy. I apologize for giving you my demo. I had not heard the song, my guy. Rest in peace and love to your family. But this is that came to me because that was Black Sheep that does this is that, and they're a part of Native Tongues.
You see how he treat me, y'all? He be treating me like I'm like a little youngster.
You know what? And I'm gonna show some appreciation for you. Because the majority of my co-hosts are 10 plus years younger than me. So I'm usually having to explain that. But that's why you here. So
I'm gonna need you to readjust yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So this is that. Let the people know what's going on. What they did this week.
This or that. Let's talk about healthy versus toxic connections. I'm not gonna just say relationships, connections. Because we never know what's going on behind closed doors. So there's a lot of artists, a lot of celebrities that I love that nobody glorifies as far as their union. We have Morris Chestnut, Denzel Washington, Big Boy, Ice Cube. Have been married for years to their high school sweethearts, love of their life, and we hear about Blueface.
Facts.
We hear about how many kids Nick Cannon got.
Facts.
Every time we turn around, Future is either in love, out of love, want a girlfriend, don't want a girlfriend. Want to pay for something, don't want to pay for it. Now they fuck bitches. I'm back in love with Sierra. We hear about all that.
I'm good, love, and joy.
So In your life,
Okay.
you've had healthy and toxic relationships, correct?
I have.
Or connections. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Connections, correct?
I have.
What do you prefer? And
And
I ask
you
that,
fucked me
guys,
up.
because people like toxic.
Yeah. And you fucked me up with that. We talked about it earlier.
Yes.
Because it's probably a balance of the two.
Okay.
But I am famous for saying, well, we didn't have the word toxic, I think, until recently. But I'm like, crazy girls got the best pussy. And I used to say that shit all the time.
So, fellas out there, please confirm what he just said. Do crazy girls have the best? Kitty.
We'll do sex overall. I don't want to do sex.
Sex, okay.
And so I've always been a proponent of that. And when I'm doing some toxic shit, well, now we call it toxic now, but back then you fuck with that crazy girl or some shit like that. It was just like, hey, you know I like them crazy. Or you would see a girl and niggas be like, man, that bitch crazy. I'm like, she probably got some bomb ass pussy.
Look at this one.
And all of us
heard nothing about the crazy. He's using the crazy one. Good pussy.
Right. And I think that's the thing with men. We all be like, man, what do you think about Catalina? Like, that bitch crazy. She probably got some good pussy. Yeah, nigga, you probably right, nigga. That is how men talk. And I'm sure there's some evolved men who, whatever. But if you are to a point where you would discuss the thought of how someone's sex is, if you're that much of a degenerate, righteous ratchet like me, then you're probably going to say what you think it's like. And if you think she's crazy, the ongoing joke or affirmation is going to be, I bet that shit bomb. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas talk. Ladies, a little peek into our world. But I only want healthy.
Okay.
But I can say, if you took like some, what do you call it, the apex of different relationships, my toxic apex may be higher than my healthy. No, let me say it the other way. My healthy average may not be as high as my toxic apex, but the toxic lowness is going to be so much lower than the happiness
and the peace
basic level.
Gotcha.
So I would always choose the true happiness or true health over toxicity, but put some respect on toxicity motherfucking name.
That's his what he thought he likes.
What you think?
I'm healthy all day.
You ain't never had no toxic dick?
I didn't say I didn't have toxic.
Did you enjoy it?
No. And when my toxic was a stalker, so I'm good on that.
That's a different kind of toxic. Well, no. It can potentially be the same toxic.
There's
levels.
You can have
you can have both. But
toxic is toxic to me. Toxic is toxic. There's no levels to me.
Okay, well, toxic mean by levels I meant scoring the actual sex as opposed to scoring the outside activities, the external activities, the peripheral activities. So I'm saying toxic sex. I'm doubting you didn't enjoy. What I'm saying is the external peripheral things that come with it, you probably despise and were disgusted by. But the actual penetration.
I guess I want to say that, well, with the stalker situation, it had nothing to do with the sex. It wasn't toxic. It was crazy.
But how was the sex?
Average.
Ooh. But that would dispel my theory. You know what I'm saying? Because my theory is almost the more toxic, the better the sex will be. Like, you're not going to get a toxic personality.
That may be for men. I can speak for me. I can't speak for all women.
Well, I can't even speak for all men. I'm just saying that's the point I was speaking.
Well, that's no, because I've heard that before, so I can say it's not just you.
Okay.
I've heard that from brothers, cousins, coworkers. That is a norm. that's been said by men. But now I will say I've been in toxic, I've had toxic sex in the past. Yes. Been good. It's been good. But to me, I'm more into the vibe. So it's nothing that's like, I'm not a type person to be like, let me call up my toxic dick because this shit was good. No, it's not gonna be like
But see,
it's gonna be like I gotta deal with this and this and the vibe. I'm good.
But see, with me, toxic has always been when we good, we good. When we bad, we toxic. So it's like you can have I dated a chick. We would have the best times until something toxic got in the air. So it wasn't like I'm just gonna call her a toxic sex. It's like my most toxic person happens to have good sex, but will make you really toxic to me because if I don't really, well, I guess you could be toxic and I don't give a fuck about you. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I can't. I guess in my experience, toxic guy actually gave a fuck about it, and it was actually fun.
I have a cousin who says the same. He loves his toxic chick and is crazy over the kitty cat.
See, jive. Love is in need of love. Jive. And then you wouldn't choose toxic anything. You would do the what's the other option? Healthy.
Not don't brush my healthy off like that.
No, I wasn't shitting on healthy. I respect it.
I would say I like healthy now because I'm more in tune with myself. I've done a lot of healing. I've done a lot of soul searching. I work on my mental state, mental health. So for me, I want something to where I'm very comfortable and I can, the sky's the limit. We can do anything.
Okay.
Outside or inside the bedroom.
I mean, that's the goal. If you ain't doing it for that, then you're just doing it for fun.
Right.
Short-term fun.
Right.
But I agree. I think for the record, I'm always going to choose a healthy relationship. But if we just break it down to just the sex, so I'm going to ask you, just the sex, toxic or healthy? Because I would like to think that healthy sex can be better than any toxic sex. That would be the fucking goal, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, healthy sex because you're gonna have more fun. The vibe is better. Y'all both taste better because you're eating right. You're drinking your water. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All my fitness people out there. Shout out to y'all. So I mean, and you don't. When you get to that point where you're having healthy sex, it's not a job. It's not I owe you this or when the last time. It's none of that. You just do what you do and y'all go on with your day. If you haven't had sex and you're in a relationship or a connection, whatever, and you haven't had sex, it's not I haven't had, what's going on? What you doing? It's none of that when you have healthy sex. Because if you have healthy sex, when y'all see each other, it's on and popping.
How about healthy relationship, toxic sex?
Give me the definition of toxic sex. Because you just explained to me about somebody being crazy.
That person being crazy, meaning they're crazy enough to do all the nasty shit like that we would get from our sponsor, MySexRoom.net. the rose tongue, whips, chains, choking, calling you
that's toxic to
nasty
you?
Bitches and dirty sluts and
that's toxic to you?
No, that is typically to get that sex, you have to get it from a toxic person, is what I'm saying.
Nope.
Well,
I disagree.
But that's what I'm saying. Let's make a distinction between fellas. When we make the joke about the toxic girl, the joke is that to get a woman to do all of that crazy shit you want to do, she gotta be a little toxic.
Nah.
But that's the joke. And
because if me and you are in a relationship and we have a high respect level for each other, we're gonna do nasty shit anyway.
You probably toxic.
That doesn't mean you're toxic.
Jive.
That doesn't mean you're toxic.
That's a stereotype, though.
It is a stereotype.
So when men say that, so ladies, when men say that, what we're really saying is you're not freaking enough. If a nigga be like, toxic pussy is the best pussy, that's saying that ain't good enough. But you may not hear that. But that is what we say. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But I still stand by what I said. I don't think it comes from a toxic person because we grown. If I'm with you and I'm with you and you with me and you with me, if I want to try something, it shouldn't be like, oh, it should be like,
but
okay.
you know, you do know the average woman is gonna be, everybody ain't experimenting.
True.
There are women who don't like sex toys at all.
And that's true.
Well, it's men that don't like them either, so let me not even paint that picture on ladies.
But the women that do like it don't mean they're toxic just because,
you just do the averages. I want to use a toy. I want to get my ass licked. I want to threesome. Any of these things. And then usually the good girl is like, oh, I don't want to do those things. I'm not into that. And you be like, I was gonna marry her, but look how she is. And then the little toxic girl down the street is like, oh, I got the toy, the girl, and I got $100 for you. I'm gonna leave it on your nightstand. You be like, what? The little toxic girl was with it.
I disagree because I know some good girls in high school that was nastiest. Because I had a lot of male friends, so it was just quiet. Nobody knew about it, but the good girls was the ones getting down. You know about the pastor's daughters, you know.
But they was toxic. They were bad girls. They were masquerading as good girls, but they were in all actuality bad girls. The story is Catholic school girls is the freakiest. We classify women, I think, based on what they do, not on what their title or position is.
Right.
So the Catholic school girls being the freakiest, yes, and they fall into the toxic box because they're Catholic and good girl, but really freaky. That's kind of toxic to have that dichotomy.
Yeah, but I still disagree because let me tell you something. Because I'm a good girl. These good girls, don't nobody know that we nasty.
Man, I tell you what, ain't nothing worse.
Everybody think we good girls.
Ain't nothing on earth worse than getting a good girl that's really a good girl. You just be like, really? Yeah. Really? Like I was saying earlier, there ain't nothing worse than like you like, you really do going to church.
See? Shit. Good girls is the bad girl. It is what it is. Oh my.
What up, Instagram? What up, IG? What up, Get Fit with Jackie Page? How y'all doing out there?
See, look, it's the quiet good ones you gotta watch. Thank you, Miss Valerie. I told you. Thank y'all for supporting me.
It's some truth to that. Mm-hmm. It's some truth to that. Mm-hmm. Is there any truth to this?
Because what they say, good girls don't tell, right?
Yeah, but some good girls don't do. I gotta go to Southeast.
That might be the toxic ones.
But you know what we say about Jive. Yeah. I think this is just toxic to me. As we're on a toxic thing.
Okay.
I have two opinions on it, and they probably contradict each other.
Okay.
Rihanna, first shout out to Rihanna. Congratulations on your second child and the Super Bowl. I saw her British Vogue cover. She's walking and with A$AP Rocky behind her with her hand behind her, leading him forward, and he's holding and kissing the baby. One, there should just be nothing wrong with that. It just shouldn't be anything wrong with that. But once it was pointed out to me by toxic men and women that it was something wrong with that, then I had to go take a look myself and see, like, did I miss something? Now, I will say I believe the man is the leader of the household. That is how I was raised. That's how I think. That's what my nation teaches. That is just where I'm at. I am also, and I'll be perfectly honest with y'all, that in a relationship, I can't lead in every category.
Right.
I know I consider myself bad with money. If I like it, I'm gonna buy it. So I look at, like, literally my check gonna go to my wife. And she's not gonna give me an allowance, but let's say my check is $100 a month. Right. Let's say 1,000, whatever. So I come with an easy number. If it's $1,000 a month, mm-hmm. and our bills are like $700 or let's say $600, and then 200 for savings and 100 to me.
Okay.
But that's going to be predetermined. My wife going to pay the bills. That's not money for her to spend. That's money for her. She's going to be the person to actually pay the bill.
Right.
You get the money, you pay the bill, and
Right.
give me what I got to come after that.
Okay.
And call that shit a day. Because I know how I am.
Okay.
But I still believe men should be the leaders of the household. You just may have to take a step back in an area you're not proficient in.
And lead correctly, please, men.
Factory. The areas where you are privileged enough to lead, where she trusts you enough to lead, you should lead accurately. And it should be in your areas of expertise. I use the money thing as an example, but if my area of expertise is the real estate business we started, well, it's not the real estate business we started, and I'm gonna take a back seat.
Right.
Okay, baby. So what I need to do? Well, if you're gonna do that part, what part I do? All right, I'm gonna go do it, and I'll report back.
And it's still part of leading because you're listening to your partner. You don't know everything. They don't know everything. That's why you guys are together collectively. You're gonna bring something to the table. She's gonna bring something to the table. Where you're weak at, she's strong at. Where she's weak at, you're strong at. You work together. Figure it out. Simple, people.
I agree 100%.
But on the flip side, how do we even come up with this with a photo?
Man, I'm telling you, the think pieces that came out. Did you see them? Which ones did you see?
I saw them, but I really thought that they were just trying to show her fashion. That's why they had it flown where she.
They made
My
it.
perspective was totally different because I just didn't from the photo. I didn't look at it like that.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I did have the quick thought of like she leading them, but I wasn't gonna say that shit out loud. That was just gonna be some shit I thought in my mind, and nobody was gonna know because I wasn't sure if it was toxic or not. I'm gonna keep that to myself.
And why are we looking at it that way? Why can't we see that he's showing that he's got the child? I got your back.
It just, I'll be totally honest with you. It was the camera angles. It was everything. They made Rihanna the bigger than life figure. She was almost the full size of the page. Rocky was behind her, shrunk down. Of course, the baby was shrunk even more. So they did that look intentionally. I just don't know if it's a bad thing.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because when
we read into a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm an artistic nigga. I'm a rapper. I'm a creator. I'm a creative. And so I look at all of that shit. I look at it with everybody.
So how do we know that the photographer was just being creative?
We don't. That's why I'm not complaining about it or beefing about it. Right. I don't know what it was. I just know. I thought it was fine the first time I saw it, but I saw so many complaints. I was like, let me look again. And then I analyzed. I didn't really have a reason to analyze it at first. But when I look at what I saw, I was like, well, I can see that, but what's wrong with that?
Right.
Even if that is the case, they did that on purpose. What's wrong with that? I think that that one actually these next two were total. I just didn't quite get it. I didn't agree. I can see with the problem. I can see the other side, but I just don't agree.
Okay.
Before we get into the second one, what were your thoughts? Yeah, like specifically with A$AP and Riri.
I didn't see anything. I thought it was a beautiful layout. I thought it was a beautiful photo shoot. I didn't think anything of, I didn't think of it as, they got him back here. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a beautiful family. I thought it was just a gorgeous photo shoot. And it was the first photo shoot that they all did together, correct?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't think anything of it. When I started seeing everything else, I was like, whoa. Okay. But I mean, that's everybody's opinion, but I thought it was a beautiful photo shoot.
I liked it. I didn't have an issue with it until everybody else did. I'm like, what did I miss? Something else. Jonathan Majors. Is that his name?
Jonathan Majors, yes.
The actor from Lovecraft Country. He plays Kang in the Marvel movies. He is going to be in the upcoming Creed.
I can't wait to see that.
The villain, yeah, I'm going to say that's his. The villain.
He has gotten huge. Huge.
It sounds like all the Queen's men again.
I mean, I looked up, you know me, I looked up his workout regimen for this movie, Creed. Oh my God.
You are the workout queen.
Mm.
So this is what I need to do. I am down to 199 pounds.
Okay.
I want to be under 189. I've been as heavy as maybe like 228. And then when I got to 215, that was like where I lived.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got under 200.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So I'm at 199, maybe 200 right now.
Okay.
I want to look at 195, see what that looks like.
Okay.
I want to be a dude with a big head. And then
big head, little body.
right. And if,
got more head than he got body.
Exactly. Thank you, lady. Say. And then if 195 is still like there's still room for opportunity, I want to be. My goal is to be under 190, 189, 188, 187, 186, just 180 something is my ultimate goal. But I want to with the concentration on shrinking my gut, and building my chest. I don't know if that's a thing, like shrinking your gut, building your chest, if that's really a thing. But I know how to get my arms right. I can jerk off. I know what to do. It's like the chest and the stomach. I just be like, I don't even know what to do. Well, that's a lie. I know what to do with the stomach. Well, I have a P90X ab ripper DVD that is like the craziest ab exercises
I did that too.
ever. Okay.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it works. But we need to work on the sleeping.
Man, number one priority.
6 to 8 hours. That's what we need to work on.
Straight?
Yes, straight. Because your body isn't fully in deep sleep the whole 6 to 8 hours.
I don't know about that one. If you say 6 to 8 hours over a day.
First of all, we're not going to use none of this negative talk. We're going to manifest
That's right.
going to
I'm
do
going to sleep 6 to 8 hours every night.
That's right.
During the nighttime, so I can get my circadian rhythm in order.
Exactly. So he can get the gut and the chest that he wants.
That's right. God damn it. And I'm going to get a manicure. I'm going to get manicures. Watch out.
Yes. And you're eating.
And eating. Yeah. I mean, right now,
down pat.
I mean, some Cajun chicken pasta. But I've been eating much better, which is how I lost the weight.
Congrats.
But I just was, it's a quick meal. I can work all day and just nibble on that shit.
So it sounds like we need to work on the sleeping. 6 to 8 hours we're committing to.
6 to 8 hours.
And just get your mental state all the way right. All the way positive, all the way right. Get those two things in order. You're good to go. It's going to melt right off. Exactly what you want.
Ashanti?
That'll come later.
Okay.
We're not investing that too.
I didn't. Well, let me ask you.
Okay.
The Jonathan Majors photo, the cover of Ebony magazine. Big issue, little issue, no issue.
No issue.
No issue.
No issue.
All right, let me add this one caveat. I didn't understand why he did the duck lips, but it don't really bother me. Drake do this shit all the time. I don't think duck lips make you gay. I think duck lips is like, why are you doing that?
Maybe
Do y'all like men doing
maybe he
duck
was
lips?
directed to do that. No, I don't. But I'm just saying, maybe he was directed to do that. Photographers, I've had photo shoots. They tell you do this, do that, turn your face, smile like this, da da da. So he might have just been following orders. Might not have been a natural thing. It could have been just like, okay, let me do this, get this. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, it's no way. I will say this: it's no way a motherfucker can ask me to duck lips, and I'm gonna do it.
They're not gonna say that though. They're not gonna say duck
Poke
lips.
your lips out more. You can't tell me none of that shit. You can't. If you're a man or a photographer, you can't mention my lips. You can't say poke them out, duck lips. You can't mention them. You can't say the word lips. You gotta say mouth device. You can't even say lip. Don't say lips to me.
And he could have been in mid smile or anything. That when they take photos, it's going. So, you know. But now he had a choice in choosing the pic.
Yeah. And they say it's a tribute to an anime. Now I've only seen a handful of animes.
I'm not a big anime fan, so I don't know.
They showed the picture. He is replicating the cartoon picture.
Oh well, there
but
it is.
the cartoon character ain't no duck lips.
Oh well, I don't
And
know.
I was like, what made them do the lips?
I don't know.
Because, and not to get canceled tomorrow, but we typically associate men doing duck lips with homosexuality.
Especially here in Atlanta.
Right. And he's just effeminately imitating a cartoon character, which is fine. You can imitate that character. You can dress effeminately if you fucking want to. But if you dress effeminately and make the duck lips and claim to be straight, I see why some people are questioning that. So you're really straight? So this is how we're portraying straight men? And I'm just like, I get the confusion. What you want to say?
So this is to the left, but it's still in the same. So just like with comedians, a lot of comedians like, no, I would never dress up as a woman. I would never act as a woman. I love Martin as Shanae, and he's not gay.
I love Martin and Shanae. I've never enjoyed any of the other women. Really, men are just like women.
Jamie Foxx's Wanda.
All that shit rubbed me wrong.
Medea.
I don't watch Medea. I've never seen a Medea movie. It rubbed me wrong. But I liked Shanae. I really did.
And then Martin as what was Medea and what's the movie with Nia Long?
Big Mama.
Yeah, Big Mama.
Big Mama was. I think Big Mama was when I started being like
Eddie Murphy, Nutty Professor.
Oh, no, I did like that. I think it was around Nutty Professor, Big Mama's house. No, you know what? I think I probably didn't even notice it then. It wasn't until I heard of this actor named Tyler Perry to do these plays, and I just was like, this is too much for me. Like this too much. And then I think that's when I started being like, I don't really enjoy that brand of comedy. But I don't have an issue with anybody being who they are. I just find it odd that straight black men do things to look gay.
Well, how is that? They're an actor. Like if that like okay, just like let's even take it back further on Black History Month. Let's take it back further. Ray Charles did that whole song. Did the female part? You thought it was females, but it was him singing in a high pitch. Like to me, okay, you guys, I embrace all creativity. And for me, if you're an actor and you dress up as a woman, it's a character. It's a character. Doesn't mean you're gay.
We're not talking about movies. We're talking about photo shoots.
Well, yeah,
we established with the movies because I watch shows with gay actors, which we established now. So the issue isn't gay.
It was the duck lips that he did.
It is straight men being portrayed as gay.
Okay.
You see the difference?
I see the difference. But I see the difference.
It's just odd to me. I'm not to the point where I'm beefing about it, but it's just odd. Like, why are straight men either striving to look gay or striving to be portrayed as gay if you're straight? I believe gay men have the right to dress how they want, look how they want, participate how they want. I believe the same thing for straight men,
right? And
women, vice versa,
right?
But why do straight men want to appear gay? Not for a movie role, for your outfit. You go into the club tonight, you want to look gay. That's weird. You can act gay in a movie. You could be 100% straight and have a gay sex scene. I'll respect you as a thespian.
Okay, how you feel about Young Thug when he did that photo shoot?
I don't know why he wanted to look gay. Now, if it was the little boy that fucked Uncle Cliff, he's acting. He's playing the role.
Right. Because he has a whole wife, right? He's already
he's married.
Okay,
he got a girl. That makes sense to me. Well, it don't make sense to me, but I understand that you're acting. You're a professional. You're going to do your fucking job. If right now I took pictures pretending I was gay for the podcast, I'm sure you'd be like, well, why are you even doing that?
Right.
Like that's kind of weird. Like,
so the real question is, you're saying, why did Jonathan Majors do that? Like, what was it for?
Yeah, like literally like I said about me,
Mhm.
and I pretended to be you. Why are you even doing that? You're pretending to be gay in a picture to promote our heterosexual podcast.
Right. Now I see that.
Like, this is weird.
I
Like,
see it now.
How are you going for the gay market? You're straight. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And that's what throws me off about the picture. But the duck lips, the outfit I thought was flamboyant, but still, you know, eccentric, which I'm all for eccentricity.
Right.
I wear t-shirts with glittery bears on it. I'm not a modest person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not the. Like, you gotta be real laid back, nigga. I'm good. I'm gleaming right now with a fucking teddy bear on, so I'm not really tripping over that. But it's like if I came and said next episode was called "I'm Gay," and I did a whole episode on being gay, but I'm not really gay, that would just be weird.
I guess
I'll take that as round of applause. A lot of times, ladies don't understand what the hell we saying, fellas. So we gonna clap it up, goddammit. We gonna clap it up. But shout out to Jonathan Majors, one of my favorite new actors. I love Lovecraft Country.
Yes.
He's playing Kang in the new Marvel movies. He's gonna be the most powerful villain since Thanos, and he's a black man.
Clap it up.
How about that?
Clap it up.
How about that?
Clap it up.
All that. And I'm not listening to any new music right now.
You know?
Let's talk about. We named some artists before we get on live.
Right.
I'm gonna name a couple that I said I like.
Okay.
And you name a couple you said you like, just to give them an idea about music taste. Because I have nothing to talk about with music. I was saying some of the youngest I like, 21 Savage.
Yes.
I've liked his entire projects the last 3-4 years, including the one with Drake.
Yes.
Kodak Black, I enjoyed some of his songs. The entire projects, no, but I've enjoyed some of the songs. And I think that if we both gave him a bigger chance, we might like more. But ain't really my go-to. And out of the young artists, my favorite of the young artists is Moneybagg Yo. I don't listen to a lot of the youngins, but them three I listen to fairly regularly out of the young cats. Do you want to do the young cats, the old cats, the middle cats?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I listen to the old cats more than I do the new music. And I'm not saying nothing against the young ones, but it's just my preference. So, you know, I'm still on the old school 90s music. Even my daughter, she's 9. She nothing against Megan Thee Stallion, but it was playing one day. And she said, Mom, can we listen to some Whitney or some Lauren?
Oh, shit. Hold on, round of applause for her. Oh, soul.
I said, oh, yes, baby. So I just, you know, I tend to listen to all the old music versus the new. My son, he's 24, so he keeps me up on the new. But even him, I see him listening to old music too, most of the time. So I don't know. Young ones now. Well, shout out to Lotto. I do like Lotto.
I fuck with Lotto. Fuck with Lotto a long way.
I do like Lotto a lot. So
because that is how straight men get doors open for them. So that's how straight men get doors open for them
and remain non-threatening or feel protected.
I mean, you know,
nice perspective, Valerie.
What's the big muscle dude that was getting fondled by the white directors? Harvey Weinstein tickled his balls.
Oh my God.
He was in all the Friday movies.
Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Jay, if you out there, you always know the answer. Tell us the answer. What's the nigga name?
Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Terry Crews.
Yes, Terry Crews.
Yeah, what's my point? He's straight, but he was sexually harassed by men. Was that my point? What you just say?
No, she was saying that because that is how many straight men get doors open for them and remain non-threatening.
And that's probably how he was able to get so far by not tattletailing at first when he touched his little booty. You ain't gonna touch my booty. I'm gonna do something. I ain't gonna say nothing, I'm gonna do something. So I don't even know what that's about. I'm not letting that slide.
But just like you seen when Busta Rhymes was in the airport, was it the airport?
Yeah, and the girl grabbed his booty and he threw the water at her.
Everybody like, oh my God, he threw water. I was like, I would have thrown it too.
That's what I'm gonna do too, ladies. Don't think because you listen to the podcast, you can get just my butt. Unless you're subscribed to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/apartment kickback. Once again, that's patreon.com/apartment kickback. And if you subscribe there, then I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can lick my ass all you want. Virtually. But yeah, the people gotta understand he's married. He's still married, like woman. He's still married. So you touch a married man ass. So of course the reaction that you got is one you deserve. I agree. I don't think it's said enough, but I definitely agree. And as we're getting out of here, the Super Bowl was a really good game, and I do respect the Kansas City Chiefs for what they were able to pull off. I had even more respect for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles for keeping this so close.
Very close.
I think it was a very good game.
Yes.
And
kept me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I was sitting right here like, oh. So I definitely enjoyed the game, and I appreciate enjoying the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see it again. I want to see Jalen Hurts go on to do great things. I want to see Pat Mahomes continue to do great things.
Which they will.
Because at Pat Mahomes' level in his career, he has GOAT potential. Like he can go down as the greatest. So I want to continue to see what he does. And Jalen Hurts, at his young age, if he's able to string across a couple of Super Bowls, then he goes into that category.
Okay.
So and they're both black.
And clap for that. Black History Month. Yes. Yes.
So we'll see how that pans out. But I enjoyed the game. Sounds like you did too.
Yes, I did. But did you see the dunking contest for the NBA All-Star game?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, let's get into it. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't enjoy that game. I did not enjoy that one. I fell asleep on the damn game.
Dang.
That's probably what's messing my sleep up the last couple nights. Falling asleep to that game the first night or early. White man.
Y'all see how we just resolved what we were talking about earlier? See that?
But I mean,
But hey.
The whole All-Star weekend to me was trash. The highlight was the white boy, Matt McClung, with the dunks. But
yes.
NBA All-Star is horrible. Wow. Like, I didn't even know it was
All-Star weekend, honestly.
Normally, that's to tell you something right there. Normally, it's more likely that I'm upset I'm not home to watch it than it is I'm upset I'm home and watching it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was mad. Like, what the fuck is that? I could have been on Magic City or Eagles doing my own dance.
Magic City.
I'm sitting here watching this trash ass shit.
Yeah. I could have did without it. NBA All-Star. Yeah. It's just another weekend for me.
Basically. My Wizards are in the playing tournament at this moment and can move up to the regular playoffs. We got 24 games left across the league. I am watching my team intently for the rest of the year. So I am obsessed with that.
And he's going to keep y'all posted.
Yeah, definitely. And then we'll see what LeBron can do. He's out of playoff contention in the West, but he can get in. It's possible. So I think it's going to be an exciting last 24, 25 games of the season. Okay. And if you're not really paying too much attention to basketball, but you do like competitive sports and you do like basketball, these next 4 weeks going to be exciting. I promise you.
Y'all better tune in.
Promise you. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this show.
Yes, definitely. I had fun with y'all.
You see, I made Jackie feel welcome.
Yes.
Her first official. No, this is your second. This is a second official episode.
Don't do me like
official
that.
episode as a host. So first.
How'd I do, y'all?
How'd you do?
Let me know.
So
thank you, Valerie.
Yeah. So we'll be doing, we have J. Lou 1 week, Brittany 1 week, Jackie 1 week. So maybe 1 week, one of you. Let me know if you want to come on.
Ooh.
How about that?
How about that?
But we'll be doing the shows and we'll be going on through the rest of the year, giving you more and more content.
Yes.
The Patreon is going to be flooded. And Jackie does video workouts.
Yes.
So you want to, definitely pay attention to that content.
Yes.
Because we all want to be.
What we want to be? Y'all see that? Look at the muscle. Bam.
I get it. My mic is now down to my stomach. I don't know what happened to my mic.
Your stomach ate the mic.
Stomach ate the mic. Goddamn. I gotta. And I'm just sitting here talking. I hadn't even noticed that the mic was gone. Nobody said nothing. My stomach and my mic is just sitting in my navel. Pause. But
make sure y'all go get my fitness app, Get Fit with Jack.
Get Fit with Jack.
So I can be your accountability partner.
Your accountability buddy.
Yes, definitely.
That's an Apple Store, iTunes Store,
it's Apple,
Amazon.
it's Google Play, all of it. Just look it up and get fit with me.
I'm gonna do it. I got my 10 pounds that I want to drop, and we gonna find a way to make this happen.
Yes.
And I'm gonna keep slimming down and looking less round. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We gonna make 47 look
So
real
these
good
girls
this
can
year.
go downtown.
Downtown.
Look, bars.
Yeah, bars, and then to Pound Town. So downtown, then Pound Town. But thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
Give us the 5 stars.
Of course.
We need them.
Because I'm a 5-star.
Hey.
We in rap mode now. Look, he done rubbed off on me.
Don't be surprised you get some Patreon freestyles. Don't make me bring up my new to mayor on you. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in, showing support, showing love. We've been doing this show for 10 years. And we have a cool audience that follows us every year. And we bring in new people. And Jack, I hope you're bringing in all of your fitness buddies. I see all of them on Instagram already. Tune in. And if you want to watch us live, it'll be Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And then, of course, the episodes drop on Thursday. This is a pod named Kickback. Let's Get Fit with Jack. I'm No Breaks New. Uno. We out. Cheerio.